Hey, Steve Zook here. Welcome back to Pokesoo channel on YouTube or Reverb, wherever you're seeing this. Hey, this is really a nice guitar. I think a lot of people don't realize how nice some of the older Aria guitars are. It does appear to have a rosewood back. It's got one change tuner. It sounds really beautiful. I love the aged binding. There's a little more room in the saddle if you do decide you want to lower it. You know, action's a very subjective thing. Uh, I might lower this a little bit if I was to buy this. It's not too bad. It's it, like I said, it's a very subjective thing. It might be a little bit on the high side when you get higher up the neck, so you might want to. I have luthiers that will lower the bottom of the saddle for 20 bucks. I don't want to do it. I don't have time to drive around and do things like that. But another thing you could do is just put some tens on it, which will lower it a little bit. But it doesn't need any major setup. Just like I said, if you want a lower action, maybe just sand the bottom of the saddle a little bit. And I'm playing it in Dadgad right now, but it really has a sound. It kind of reminds me of an old Martin tone or something. It's got a little bit of a kind of a V to the neck. But yeah, this is really really a good sounding guitar. I'm not going to do a real long demo, and I like to play in Dadgad, so get that. These strings are a little old. This has a gorgeous tone. I wouldn't let, if you do decide you want a little lower action, I wouldn't let anybody sell you on an expensive set. Like I said, all you need to do is sand the bottom of the saddle a little bit. This is a wonderful sounding guitar. Yeah, I think if I was going to keep this, I think I would. I think I'd start maybe by putting some tens on it, and then if I need a little bit lower, I'd just lower the bottom of the saddle. But most vintage guitars need a little bit of attention. That's kind of normal. But yeah, this guitar really has a beautiful sound. I sold one kind of like it a while back, and the guy just loves it. Like I said, it's got one change tuner, but it's got that real nice kind of buttery, aged, kind of like an old Martin-y tone. But it's so hard to describe tone. So yeah, I mean that's kind of what I specialize in, is finding guitars that really sound and punch way above the price point. Um, and you just, there's no substitute for old wood. I love old wood. It's got some surface level scratches, like any old guitar. And but yeah, this is really a high quality instrument. This is not an easy guitar to find. I'm trying to see what it looks like, 9410. I'm not sure if that's the model number or whatever, but this is also a made in Japan guitar. So when you can find these old acoustics made in Japan, they really really a great value. I think my sweatshirt's hitting this. Yeah, the action's a little high when you get further up the neck. So, like I said, you might want to sand the bottom of the saddle, but I wouldn't let that deter you. But a lot of guitars I sell really don't need much setup. But then again, that's subjective. I've sold guitars where people, well, they want the action higher, they want it lower, whatever, you know. But if you want a great sounding guitar, you don't want to spend $3 or $4 or, you know, $2 or, you know, somewhere, you know, around that area, 1,500, whatever. This has really got that old sound. You just can't beat the look and the sound of old wood. You know, old wood is you know, just ages and gives you that nice kind of wooden bell tone. You just can't get, you know. I'm almost tempted to put another set of strings on here just because I love playing this guitar. It has such a nice. Yeah, these strings are pretty old. But yeah, it really sounds beautiful. So yeah, Aria. It's pretty clean, really. I mean, the top looks nice. Like I said, there's always small little, you know, scratches. I think there's one little here, right there. Like I said, if you're looking for a new guitar, then buy a new guitar. But if you want to get a really great value and the guitars made in Japan in the 70s were, you know, they're not all the same though. Some of them sound just great, and some of them not don't ring out as much. This one also has some nice silking patterns, which are the little patterns of wood that go across the grain this way. And when you find a top with nice silking patterns, I see some here, I see some here, I see some here, I see some here, all over the place. When you find a guitar with good silking patterns, it's always one that ages well. This is a lot of guitar for the money. It really is. I'm not trying to sell it hard. Like I said, it's got some surface level scratches. Not trying to sell it hard. That's kind of what I specialize. I have a real small inventory, and I'm semi-retired, but I mean, I deal with guitars that I would be happy to buy for this kind of money, and that's not bullshit. So anyway, this is really a beautiful guitar, and I love the rosewood back. I love the aged binding. It's really a nice guitar. Yep, I'll actually miss it. I really sometimes don't want to sell any of my guitars because I just love them all, because I work my ass off to find stuff that's really cool. You know, you can't just walk into a music store. You could spend a day walking to 10 stores. You probably would not even see one of these because they're not easy to find. You know. All right, folks, take care. Bye bye.